Good morning, Bulls fans. This is your 12U Bulls taking on the Columbus Cottonmouths. SYTHL League play. Bulls in their black jerseys. I am Justin Cole. That was my son Elijah Cole that just face planted on the ice. um, we will be underway here shortly. And my camera is super crooked this morning, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. That's a little bit better. So Bulls coming off a couple of big wins yesterday. We had first the Wild, and then had a really good game against the Fire up until about the third period. Started to run away with it there. So we'll see how the boys are rested up and ready to go this morning. Joined this morning by my lovely wife, as always, Lauren Cole. She's going to help run the clock and everything for us, so big shout out to her. We'll go ahead and give a shout out to our coaches. Appreciate you guys. Kind of shocked we got 4 people on the stream already at dark 30 this morning, so thanks for everybody that's watching. If you got access to the chat, want to give us a shout out, a Go Bulls, give a player a shout out, by all means, drop us a line. And I did get a couple of special words from some of the Columbus family members yesterday that they watched the stream. So big thank you to the Columbus folks that watch. Feel free to mute me. I know this is I'm biased towards the Bulls, so if you don't want to listen to me prattle on, by all means, you can mute us. But thanks to everybody that watches. The kids love it. They get to show their friends and stuff, so that's what this is about. I have not updated the standings, but your Bulls are still sitting at number 1 right now in terms of points. I'll get it updated before the next game, and you guys can see where everybody sits. About 59 seconds left in the warm-up here. We will be underway. All right, that'll do it. All right, so Bulls rounding up the pucks, getting the last minute word from Coach Josh, and we will be underway. All right. Columbus's first line is going to skate out here. Here come the Bulls. Big number 77, Graham Stephen, going to start tendy duty for us today. Coming out for the face-off this morning is the hustle line. We've got Jack Hooper at center, Ethan Buck on his left, Caleb Doro on his right. Back on defense, Lucas Colmajor and Lucas Big Ben Bencomo. Big number 66 back there.
Let's go, Bulls!
Refs checking in with everybody, making sure everybody's got mouthpieces in. Puck gets dropped. Jack sends it over to Ethan, but it's immediately intercepted by a Cottonmouth player. Caleb Doro is going to clear this one out. Cottonmouths on the attack again. Caleb pinches against the boards. It gets back to Big Ben. He goes around behind the net looking for Jack. Jack can't quite tip this one out. Cottonmouths pushing back towards the Bulls net. Big Ben puts a stick on it. Gets back to the defender. They chip one in, and that one goes right at Graham point blank, but Graham shuts it down. Big stop by Graham Stevens. First thing this morning. Same line's going to stay out for the Bulls. Couple of changes for Cottonmouths. Jack wins it over to Caleb. Caleb pushes forward. Caleb's got Ethan on his left, Jack on his left. Caleb runs into the defenders, and they push it forward, but Jack was already in the zone, so that's going to be an offsides. Kind of a juddering start here, but Bulls getting their wits about them. Caleb wins this one into the zone, goes around some defenders. He's got Jack and Ethan on his left, lines up for a pass, tries to center it for Ethan. Can't quite get it to him, but Ethan gets in there and battles. Challenge at the blue line by Cole Major, causes a turnover. It goes back deep into Columbus territory. Jack on the forecheck, causes a bad pass. It looks like Ethan's going to be able to get, oh no, they're going to get Ethan for interference. He gave a shove as they got in the zone, and so, yeah, it's a good call. So your Bulls are going a penalty kill early here in the first period. Coming out for the PK, Keegan Brennan, Sasha Dediu. Back on defense, we've got Parker Allen and Fisher Renicky. Keegan wins the faceoff forward. He's on the rush now. He's going to make him work for this. Over to Sasha. Sasha back to Keegan. Keegan in the zone. Passes over to Sasha. Sasha takes a shot. It bounces off the defender. Cottonmouths back on the rush now. But Sasha's not going to let him exit the zone easy. Pushes back into that corner. Keegan on the forecheck. Columbus does exit the zone, but Fisher gets it on his stick, sends it over for Keegan, and it's in the zone now. Not enough for icing, though. Sasha comes in with the slapper, intercepted by the defender. Back to Sasha. He skates it in a little further, goes high this time, but misses the net wide. Love the aggressive penalty kill here by the Bulls. Sasha digging against the near side boards, trying to get this one out. Columbus recovers. They go D to D, stretch this one out wide. Miss the man here, and that's going to be an icing. So 34 seconds left on the PK for your Bulls. Checking in for the Bulls now, Remy Uptain with Nate Key. Back on defense, Jude Cody and Bay Thomas. Nate got a hold of it right there in the zone, but tipped by a defender. Bay takes his shot, and that's in! Bay Thomas with the shorty goal from the blue line. Bay Thomas with the score. Unbelievable work. Same line's going to stay out. They push this one back. It's going to be picked up by Nate Key. He's going to circle around, retreat into our zone. Makes one miss. Makes two miss. Skating up through center ice and cut off by a Cottonmouth defender. Columbus on the rush now, but a challenge by Remy Uptain in the neutral zone and a steal. Gets back to Jude Cody. He goes up the boards. It's deep into Cottonmouth territory. Nate Key with the steal over to Will Federley, who comes in off the bench. Will gets bottled up in traffic. They throw this one high and into the neutral zone. Bay gets there first. She goes across looking for Jude Cody. Jude up to Remy. Remy gets bodied down but gets it over to Nate Key. Nate's in the zone now. Nate takes a shot just wide right of the net. Will picks it up. Will backhands it in deep. Nate's there. Nate trying to protect the puck. Went for an outlet pass, but it right to a Cottonmouth defender. Will, with the extra effort to keep it in play, backhands it over for Nate, but can't connect there, and the Cottonmouths on the rush. Remy Uptain with the back check. Pinches his man against the boards, and we got a player down. He's up, though. All right. So we'll have a face-off right outside the Bulls zone. And yeah, I know that thing's in the way. Jack's line checks in. Jack for the face-off. Ethan and Caleb with him. They win it back to the defense. Cole Major backhands one out into the neutral zone. Picked up by the Snakes. On the rush now. They get a round one, take a shot, and that's over Graham's shoulder. And Columbus ties it up, 1-1. Nice shot. Same line's going to stay out here. Columbus pushes this one forward in the zone now. They pinch, and shot goes wide. Picked up by Ethan Buck. Ethan's on the rush. Ethan passes it over to Jack. This is Jack, gets to Caleb. Caleb winds up, goes wide, tries to make one miss. Ethan's there to help him out, but the Snakes pick it up. Challenge at the blue line by Cole Major disrupts the play, giving Pennington time to check back. They take a shot, and that one's in, top left corner. Snakes go up 2-1. Keegan Brennan's line checks in. Sasha and Gus with him. Back on defense, Big Ben and Fisher. Keegan wins this one forward, pushes straight ahead. Skates wide as he runs into the defense, takes a shot. Sasha was almost there to clean it up. They go against the board. Sasha's going to get that pass and flip it at the net. It goes behind. Keegan hustling over to pinch the boards. Can't get it trapped, and it gets back to Big Ben. Big Ben goes up against the far side boards for Keegan. Keegan gets it in the zone. Pushes into the corner. Wrapping around behind the net. Trying for the wraparound, but the goalie stuffed that one. Still live. They clear this one out, and that's going to be an icing. So 8 minutes to go in the first. Bulls down by 1. Remy's line checks in. Nate and Will with him. Back on defense, we've got Parker and Jude. Columbus pushes forward off the puck drop. Intercepted by Remy. He flips it back towards Nate. Nate working through that top of the slot there. Up against the far side boards. Will throws it in at the net, but it just barely misses wide. Remy's going to pick this one up in the near corner. Remy flips it around, but it's recovered by Columbus. They're on the rush now. Remy coming in, disrupting that play, gets it to Nate. Nate's got it, makes one miss, drives in deeper, takes a shot, just barely misses. Remy trying to clean up the loose change, batting it at the net. It's flipping around. The goalie loses his stick. Columbus trying desperately to clear this one. They send it up the far side boards. Trapped by Jude. Jude throws it up for Will. It's in the corner now. They send it up against the near side boards now, but Nate battles through. Back to Parker. Parker rims it around, looking for Will. Will circles. It comes off of his stick. Oh no, but Will recovers. Manages to keep that one from being a defensive breakdown. Parker flips it up for Nate. Nate battling, trying to get possession of his puck. Can't do it. It gets back to Parker. Parker goes across for Will. Will tries to push in deeper, but we got an offsides. That was definitely offsides. Wolf. Jack bats that one down and keeps it live for the Bulls. Unbelievable play by Jack. Parker digging it. Can't get it in the zone. It gets out now. Parker's going to backhand this one at the Columbus team. Nothing doing. It gets over to Will. Will's going to drive in right through the center. Makes one miss, makes two miss, takes a shot, and that's in! Will Federle! Drove it right into the heart of the defense and got us another point. Tied this one up. Made that team look like they were standing still. Jack's line out now. Ethan and Caleb with him. Back on defense. We got Bay and Lucas. Snakes win this one forward, but Caleb, using his body to box the man out and screen the puck, gets it over to Ethan. Ethan on the rush now. Ethan goes wide into the corner. Ethan's got his man pinned. Caleb's coming in to try to help out. Jack's there. Both teams doing a really good job of pinning men against the boards. Columbus is going to clear this one out, and the defense has got to hurry back because there's not enough on that for icing. Recovered by Bay. She lines up a pass for Caleb. It misses. They're saying no icing as it was tipped. So it's in the zone. Ethan Buck on the forecheck, causing a turnover here. It gets to Jack. Jack to Ethan. Ethan wheels. Takes a second to line up his shot. Fires. And Caleb going for the tip in. Almost connected there. Big scrum behind the net. Columbus comes away with it, but can't keep a handle on the puck. And here comes Jack to disrupt that play. Back to Ethan now. Ethan's going to wind up and fire. That one bounces over the goalie and in the net, but I can't tell where they're going to rule that. They haven't given a hand signal yet. Caleb was there with the tip, but I think it's a question of was it a high stick or was it a hand pass? They're making gestures like there was a bat with a hand. And I couldn't really tell, but I think it might have been a high stick because that stick got pretty high. And if it was a high stick, the goal will not count. So they're calling it a goal. Caleb Doro with the goal. At least I think that was Caleb. If not, Ethan too. We could push Ethan's button too, for sure. It was one of the two of them. Go Bulls, that's right. So Bulls take the lead for the first time in this one. No, I'm sorry, not the first time. I guess Bay got the first point. Let's go, Bulls. We're back in the lead. Release the beast. Keegan wins this one forward, but it's picked up by the defense of the Cottonmouths. Sasha bounced it off his thigh and got it in the zone. Bulls digging in deep. Columbus goes around the far side boards. Picked up by Big Ben. Big Ben pushes it back in the zone. Not going to let him clear. Gets it back up to Gus. Gus going for the wraparound. Can't center that to anybody. And Columbus picks it up and pushes through. They're on the rush now. Defense dropping back. Pennington gets a stick on it. Forces his guy wide. And that one rolls up and over the net. Take a shot at Graham. Graham seals the pipe and covers that one. Nice save, Graham. Keegan Brennan for the faceoff. Keegan wins it forward, picked up by Sasha. Sasha backhands it over for Gus. Bulls on the rush. Bulls have to check up at the line, and they do. Gus takes a shot, but it hits a defender. Picks up his own rebound, sends it out into the high slot. Sasha backhands it at the net. Snakes clear the zone this time. Fisher trying to go D to D, but they read that. Parker Allen dropping back, pushes his man out wide. They skate behind the net, going for the wraparound, but Fisher read that all the way and shut it down. Sends it around for Sasha. Picked up by Keegan now. Keegan's got some space to work. He's going to hit Gus in space. That one's on net. It's still live. Big stop by Parker at the blue line, but the Snakes send it right back at us. Fisher was back deep. He's going to hit Sasha on the near side. Sends it up for Keegan immediately. It's a 2-on-1 rush if they hurry. Keegan and Gus. He goes across for Gus. Gus tries to send that one in, but the goalie snatched it out of the air. Nice play, goalie. Great stretch play, but that goalie read that one all the way. Very nice heads-up play by that Cottonmouths goalie. Remy's line checks in. Remy wins it over to Will. Will tries to center that one for Nate, but intercepted now. Snakes on the rush. Will presses his man against the boards. He's going to cause a bit of a turnover here. It gets back to Jude. He's going to flip it out of the zone. Picked up by Cole Major, who goes up for Nate. We got a Cottonmouths player on his butt, and everybody goes down, but Nate comes up with it. He's in the zone. Nate moving around one, gets trucked, no call. Remy coming in. Remy with the steal, using his feet, using his stick, using everything he's got. Jude cleans it up and clears the zone here. Over to Will Federley. Will skating with a head full of steam. He's got Remy with him. Will cuts to the center, but it's a stick of a defender, pokes that one out. Remy picks it up now. I'm sorry, that was Nate. Snakes clear the zone. Jude backhands it over, looking for Cole Major. Cole Major settles it down. There's no challenge, so he can take his time. He's going to go wide. He was looking for Nate, but it was just barely behind Nate. This one's in the zone now, going to rim around. Gets to Lucas. Lucas tries to flip this one out, but it hits a defender. Remy's going to dig it out. Remy goes up for Nate. Gets pinned by a defender on the boards. Nate goes around him. Again, trying to push further in the zone. Can't do it. Remy throwing the body in. Will coming in with the stick lift and the steal. Will with the pickpocket. And then he got pickpocketed. Snakes on the rush. Remy with the body in. And they're going to call that, but they didn't call Nate getting absolutely hammered down. Oh, they're calling Nate for a hook. All right. So Nate's in the box for a minute 30, which will take us out of this period, assuming that we can kill it. Jack's out for the face-off. He's got Ethan Buck with him. Maybe, maybe not. I guess they're not going to let Jack take the face-off because he didn't have his mouthpiece in again. So Ethan Buck will take the face-off. We've got Caleb Doro in. Back on defense, we've got Bay and Big Ben. Ethan won it against the near side boards, but the Snakes recover. They try to center one. It's still loose there. Backhanded out by Bay Thomas. Another shot wide of the net. Caleb's going to dig for this one. Caleb gets there, pushes it up for Ethan. Ethan goes around the defender now. They got one guy playing deep. Caleb recovers. And now Bay steps forward. She's going to push it up. She's skating deep into territory. They got to cover back and make sure that was an elbow. Caleb's down. I mean, that was a big time elbow. Caleb's holding his head. I think he's okay, but he's up. He's up. So we'll have a face-off at center ice. 51 seconds left on the PK, 40 seconds left in the first. Keegan Brennan and Sasha are out on offense. Back on defense, we've got Colton and Parker. They win this one back to their defense. Send it forward. Picked up by Parker Allen. He's going to go wide. And looks like Sasha's going to run this one down. Tried for a backhanded pass to Keegan. It gets to Keegan. Keegan was right in the slot, but defended well by the Cottonmouths. They're on the rush now, but Sasha with the back check disrupts that play. They send one at net. Kicked aside by Graham. Parker comes in now, trying to steal this one. That one goes way over the net. 11 seconds left. Back to the Cottonmouths defense. Picked up by Keegan. Keegan's got one to beat. He goes around him. Oh, and the back check. Stole it from Keegan, but what a way to win in the period. Bulls up 3-2. We'll take a quick break. I'll get some throat spray so I don't cough in y'all's ears. And we'll be right back. All right, here we go. Bulls switching sides. We're going to keep Graham in net. We still have about 10 seconds or so left on the PK. Coming out for the Bulls, Remy Uptain at center. He's got Will on his right. And then back on defense, we've got Fisher and Lucas Colemager. Puck is dropped. Remy wins it over to Will. Will sends it back to Fisher. Fisher retreats into Bulls territory, sends it up against the far side boards, but not enough to clear it. Remy ties up with that offenseman. Will missed the pass right through the center, but digs for it. Will with the challenge at the blue line. They take a shot, but it's very wide of the net. And Bulls have killed their penalty now, so they're back at full strength. Colemager pokes it forward. He's got some space to work, so he's going to skate up. Colemager takes a shot, glove down by the goalie. Nice snag, goalie. Remy's line's going to stay out. Nate's out of the penalty box now. We'll keep the same defenders out, Fisher and Colemager. Remy can't quite win this one, but the defender, or the possessor, ran right into Will. Will put a stick on it and pushed it into the corner. Snakes can't even exit the zone here as Colemager challenges at the blue line, takes a shot, blockered aside by the goalie. Nate recovers in the corner. Snakes challenge behind the net, but it gets over to Will. Will's going to go back in the corner. keeping it deep in Cottonmouths territory. Remy not letting them have a lot of room to work here. They go up against the boards and beat the defense. Back check by Nate's going to help out, but they take a shot, and Graham Stevens saw that one all the way in. Graham locking that one up. Both still lead 3-2 by 1 point. 11:51 left to go. Jack's line is out. Cottonmouths win it back to their defense. They take a shot from the blue line, and Graham sees it all the way in and scoops that one up. Jack again for the faceoff. Jack pushes this one forward, but the Cottonmouths take a shot. Again, swallowed up by Graham. We go Jack again for the faceoff. Wins it over to Caleb Doro. Caleb gets it, battling for it. Puck just died right there on the dot. They backhanded up, trying to get it further up the boards. This was a centering pass, but intercepted by Ethan. Ethan goes up for Jack in space. Jack can't handle it, but now he gets it. He's in the zone, gets pinched, sends it up against the near side boards for Caleb. Caleb can't recover, and Snake's on the move now. Big Ben with the challenge right there, slowing him down, letting Jude get back in, and letting Ethan back check. Ethan with the disruption now. They get it over to Jack. Jack's on the rush. Jack moving up to the center, backhands it over for Caleb. Caleb on the near side, drags, makes one miss. Tries to get it over to Ethan, but it's intercepted. Caleb in the high slot with a stick lift, and now the Snakes have it on the rush. They go for the centering pass, but nothing doing. It's wide of the net. Ethan Buck rims one around, trying to clear the zone here. Bulls just a little discombobulated on this one. Ethan sends it up, not clearing the zone yet, but Jack gets it this time, and now they're out. Jack on the rush, coming up against the near side. He drops it off for Ethan, or Caleb, excuse me. Caleb gets trucked. There's a call. So they're going to call number 12 for roughing. So your Bulls going to power play for the first time this game. Coming out for the power play line, we've got Keegan, Sasha, and Gus. Back on defense, we've got Parker and Bay. I'm sorry, that wasn't number 12, that was number 32, but don't have time to fix it. So puck is dropped, Kagan wins it, takes a shot really wide of the net. Sasha's gonna have to get over there to stop this one and keep it in the zone, but this one does get out. Bay's gonna have to back check quick. That defender's coming with a head full of steam. They take a shot, covered by Graham. Not a good way to start the PK. Or excuse me, the power play. Same line's going to stay out. They push it forward. Cottonmouths get it on the defensive end and take a shot. They score a shorty. 3-3. Bulls still have a man advantage here for just a minute. 1:09 left on the power play. Remy's line checks in. Still going to have Bay and Parker back on defense. Unclear why we're having a conversation here. All right. Now we're ready. Puck is dropped. Snakes win it. On the rush now. Take another shot. They go bar down over Graham. 4-3 Columbus. Remy's line stays out. We have 6 Bulls on the ice. I'm not sure what is happening here. There goes Fisher. Remy pushes forward, runs right into the defense. Will now goes wide. Nate chasing. Remy going straight to the net. Cottonmouths come away with it, but Will intercepts. Will going deep in. Remy digging in the near side corner. Remy sends it back around for Nate. Nate can't get there. They're going to send this one up to the blue line. Pennington sends it up for Key. Key takes a shot wide of the net. Going to be picked up by Will. Nope. Sent around. Nate gets it now. Nate goes to Pennington. Pennington has a lot of space. Winds up and shoots. Blockered aside by the goalie. Remy trying to dig it out. Sends it back at the Cottonmouths, and they send it down ice. Colton gets it. He spins, fires it up for Nate. Nate now has it on the rush. Nate has a little room to work, takes a shot. Goalie blockers that one down. Will gets tied up with a man in the near side corner, but the puck's picked up by Nate Key. Nate goes back to the defense, back to Colton. Colton fires. Goalie bats that one aside. This one's intercepted. Columbus on the rush now. Colton pushes him into the boards and causes a turnover here. This one's going to be cleared out and up the ice. Snakes get there first. Bulls were taking a line change. Nate challenged to give him a little bit of time to get back into position. They take a shot right over Graham's glove. 5-3. Jack has it now. Jack in the zone, right through the center, takes a shot, kicked aside by the goalie. Ethan Buck recovers, goes back to his defense. Fisher tried to go D to D, but Jude Cody was too close to him, and now the Snakes recover. To go up the ice, recovered now by Ethan Buck in our zone. Ethan makes one miss, skates through the neutral zone into Columbus territory, takes a shot, blockered aside by the goalie. Ethan recovers his own rebound, goes back for Jude. Bounces off of Jude's skates. He's going to push it further in the zone. Rims it around. It gets to Jack behind the net. Up to Ethan, but Ethan can't handle it for the one-timer. And now Columbus is on the rush. Fisher dropping back. Jude in there too. They're going to take a shot, swallowed by Graham. I'm having a tripod malfunction here, y'all. Please bear with me. Keegan Brennan wins this one. Keegan's on the rush now. Keegan's taking that last goal personally, I think. In the corner now, battling against a Cottonmouth defender. They come in, and Sasha digging for it. They try to center one, but nothing doing. Defense bottled up at the blue line, and now they're on the rush again. They take a shot, snagged by Graham. Good save, Graham. Again, sorry, I'm trying to make repairs while we're doing this. There we go. All right. Now we're ready to roll. Sorry about that, y'all. Keegan wins the faceoff over to, well, himself. Goes around the defender. Defender winds up picking it up. He fans on the pass. Keegan backhands one over for Sasha. Sasha can't get there in time, but comes around behind the net for Sasha. Sasha gets, well, I thought he was going to get bodied off the puck. They're pinned against the boards right now. Nobody's there really to help Sasha. Keegan's close, but there's 3 Cottonmouths on top of Sasha. Now they go forward. Sasha's going to go, he tried to send it to Parker, but he's just out of Parker's reach. And now they're on the rush. They take a shot at Graham. Graham kicks this one aside. Over to Gus. Gus uses the boards. Up to Keegan. Keegan to Sasha. It's just Sasha and the goalie now. Sasha, dead you! Nice play. Nice read. Great shot. And I did get your player thing fixed, Sasha, so. So Bulls pull within 1 now. Snakes still lead 5-4. Remy's line checks in. Snakes win the faceoff. They drive to the center, but the defense pinches them out. Kicked aside by Graham Stephen. Over to Will. Will's on the rush now. Will makes one miss. Will runs right into the defender, though, and causes a turnover. Remy's there to help out, slow it down. They get it in the neutral zone now, and they're on the rush again. Defense dropping way back to protect their goalie. They tried to split the defense, and Bay was having none of it. Remy recovers over to Nate. Nate tries to go around the defender. Will Federley picks it up now. Will's on the rush. They're slapping at his skates. Nothing doing. Will goes around 1, takes a shot. Almost cleaned up by Lucas Colmajor. They're going to throw this one way up and down the ice, and we're probably going to have an icing. Nope, no icing. Bay recovers. She tried to make the pass to Will, but they read that. Defenders got in the way. Colmajor picks it up in our zone. Skates it forward. Colmajor goes wide for Nate. Nate loses it in the skates of the defender, but picks his back up, takes his shot just wide of the net. Lucas is still very far forward, takes a hip check. Goes for the centering pass. It gets to Nate. Nate with the one-timer hits the shin pads of a defender. Bay Thomas with a huge challenge at the blue line to slow this down and give her team time to reset. Colmajor has it on his stick now, enters the zone, takes a shot. Blocker to side. Jack coming in trying to clean it up. Ethan Buck now in there. Ethan Buck gets a stick on it. Backhands it up for Jack. Jack tries to center one for Ethan, but can't hook up now. Ethan challenges. Players collide. On the rush now, Pennington with the challenge at the blue line causes a turnover. He flips it up high for Jack. Jack's in the zone, but loses it off his stick. Oh no. Fisher dropping back. Caleb on the back check. Pennington's back there now. They get this one up to Ethan, but Ethan can't hang on to it. Caleb comes in to help out. Caleb on the rush. Caleb's got Jack with him. Caleb goes wide. Caleb's going to send it up the boards for Jack. Jazz tries to center it for Ethan, but it's off the stick of a defender. Ethan Buck's going to backhand it in for Jack now. Jack goes wide for Caleb, but can't catch him. Snakes on the rush. They go wide, pull up, challenge right there now, and they pass it up to Jack, who's going to break this one out of the zone. Jack goes across looking for Caleb, but they can't hook up. Now Caleb gets it, flips it out wide. Colton Pennington skating up from the defensive position. Colton in the zone, right in front of the goalie, tries to tuck it around, but can't connect with the back of the net. They flip this one out deep, and Fisher's going to have to retreat back. Colton checking out. He goes wide for Caleb. Caleb's in the zone now. Drags around 1 into the center. And they just put their skates together and stop that. Jude Cody with the shot from the blue line. And Jack was right there, but the goalie scooped it up. Great pressure there by the Bulls in that last little volley. Keegan's line checks in. Jude and Parker back on defense. Gets over to Gus. Gus flips it in deep. Snakes trying to clear this one out. It gets to Jude. They blow right past Jude, and Parker's going to have to hustle back. Keegan Brennan with the back check, disrupting that play. They take a shot, but it's well wide of the net. Jude battling behind the net. They're going to try for the wraparound, but Parker read that all day. That one goes through the crease. They go back to their defense. Take a shot from the blue line, batted down by Parker. Parker lets it up to Sasha. Sasha to Gus. Gus is on the move now, but gets screened off the puck by the defender. Sasha with the challenge in the neutral zone. Keegan puts a stick on it, just enough for Sasha to recover. Sasha's on the charge now. Right through the center, over to Gus. Gus, he kicked it down to stop it, but couldn't keep a handle on it. Snakes clear this one out. Fielded by Parker Allen in the neutral zone. Parker goes wide for Jude. Jude's going to skate this one in. Jude settles down, but fans on the pass, and now Columbus recovers out in the neutral zone. Picked up by Gus. Parker stood his man up. Jude comes in, uses the near side boards up, or far side boards up to Sasha. Sasha battling with the man there, goes back to Parker. Snakes pressuring hard here in Bulls territory. Parker's going to skate this one out as nobody was really open. Parker loses his feet, gets it over to Gus. Gus goes wide. Not sure who he was passing to, but Remy comes in to help out. Remy backhands this one in deep. Picked up by the Cottonmouths. Remy with the steal, pins it against the boards. Cottonmouths trying to clear the zone. Gus is right there. Remy's right there. It's staying in. Will on the far side. Will tried to pinch his man against the boards. Cottonmouths have a delayed penalty for something. And that should be the whistle as the period expires. Let's see who they got here. Looks like they're going to get Remy for something. I don't know what. I think it was Remy. No, it's Gus. I didn't see what the hand signal was for. They just pointed at him, and they got number 8. They had number 8 on the board for the penalty. So I'm assuming they got Gus for something. I just didn't see what. All right, here we go. Bull still down 5-4. Very tight game here. We will have a penalty kill for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Remy obtains out there with Nate Key back on defense, Bay and Parker. Snakes win this one. Remy digging it up against the near side boards, trying to send it right back at him. Gets knocked down. They enter the zone now. Take a shot well wide of the net. This one's going around. Picked up by the defense. Remy with the challenge. Keeps him in the corner. Nate Key challenging too. They go behind the net. Remy with the challenge, keeping his man wide, not giving him any good shooting lanes. They take a shot well wide of the net. Parker comes in, challenging a man against the boards. They try to center this one. Bay Thomas puts a stick on it. And now Nate Key has it on the rush. Nate Key trying to spend some time on this penalty kill. Defenders do a great job of screening him out. And Nate collided with a guy, and they're going to call Nate for that. They're going to call Nate for that hit. Looks like Nate's going to go to the box as well. All right, so there goes Nate in the box. Yeah, it looks like we'll have 5-on-3 for a minute, well, 30 seconds. All right, so they got Nate for a cross check. It's the right call. Let's go, Bulls. All right, so out for the Bulls, we've got Ethan going to take the face off. For defenders, he's got Lucas Colmajor and Big Ben. Clear, Bulls. 29 seconds to clear the penalty. The refs are talking to the Columbus coach. $11:59 left in the third. Snakes still up by 1. Puck is dropped. Ethan gets this one, going to retreat behind the Bulls net. He's going to send it around for Big Ben. Big Ben's going to push this one forward. Gets in the ref skates. Big Ben still battling forward. Lucas Colmajor has it now. Lucas is in the zone, going to wind up, take a shot. Gets a shoulder, no call. Snakes on the rush, dropping back on defense. Ethan Buck puts a stick on it. They take a shot, and it ramps up way over the net. And we will have a face-off. We have killed 1 penalty thanks to Colmajor's rush forward to kill some seconds off the clock. So Bulls are back at 4 for 58 seconds until Nate's penalty has expired. Ethan's going to stay out with Caleb. We've got Colmajor and Big Ben back on defense. Snakes win this one. They're going to take a shot from the point, but blocked by Colmajor. Now he's got the puck, skating up as nobody's in front of him. Tried for a pass, but couldn't connect. Ethan's back on defense. Poke checks this one, steals it away, and flips it out of the zone. Snakes got to go tag up. They do. Trying to take a shot from the point, but blocked by Caleb Doro. He throws this one up and into the neutral zone. Everybody's got to recover. They do. On the rush now. Caleb loses his stick as he boxes his man to the outside. A shot hit the post. Another shot goes through the crease. This one's going to get picked up by Ethan. Ethan goes wide. I'm sorry, that's Cole Major. Now Ethan has it. Flips it up. Clears the zone. Take a shot. Blocked aside by Graham. Picked up by Caleb. Caleb trying to push it around the boards, but can't do it. Ethan now gets tied up with a guy behind the net. They center one, and here comes Keegan Brennan out of nowhere. Keegan Brennan comes in, picks that one up out of the pile, goes up the ice. Keegan throwing on the brakes, trying to make guys miss, and the defense finally puts a stick on it. Keegan out there putting on a clinic, takes an elbow to the head, no call again. Fisher to Keegan. Keegan's in the zone now. Takes a shot. Gloved by the goalie. Sasha Dedu doing his job, trying to get in there and clean up any loose change, but the goalie snatched that one up pretty good. 9:50 left to play. Bulls at full strength now. Keegan, Sasha, Gus out for the offense. Colton and Jude back on defense. Keegan wins this one over to Gus. Gus pokes it forward, but the defense puts a stick on it. Sasha goes back to Colton. Colton lines up and fires one. It gets knocked down by Keegan, but they're saying no goal because it was a high stick. It went over the level of the net. Keegan's aggravated, but it was a high stick. He did bat it down. Nice play, but it was a high stick. So we'll have a face-off outside the zone. It was a nice play, but got to do it again. There we go. Keegan wins it forward. Keegan's mad. Pushes into the zone, but they steal it from him. Gus swiped at it. Nothing doing. Sasha loses his feet. Jude Cody stands him up on the rush. Chips it up to Sasha. Oh, and Keegan was offsides. Man. Had a great opportunity, but Keegan was over the line. Keegan pushes this one forward. They get in the zone, but the defense recovers immediately. Keegan tied up again. Keegan lost this one into Cottonmouth territory. They circle behind their net. No pressure from the Bulls yet. Not really in a position where they can sit back and watch, though. Keegan Brennan picks it up now. Keegan loses his feet, and they're going to call the Cottonmouth for a trip. So your Bulls will go on a power play here. Who did they get? Number 15. See if the Bulls can take advantage of this power play and put another point on the board to tie this one up. Remy's out for the face-off with Nate and Will. Fisher and Parker back on defense. They win it over to Will. Will goes back to Parker. Parker throws it in deeper. Nate's going to recover in the corner. Nate backhands one, centered it, tried to get it to Remy, but it's just past Remy's stick. Parker can't keep this one in the zone, and Fisher's got to drop back. Fisher circles wide, loses it off the end of his stick, backhands it up to Parker. Parker to Nate. Nate's got Remy with him. They get in the zone, but the defenders challenge when Nate tried to do the toe dragon. Parker's going to throw it in for Nate. Nate can't quite get there. This one's going to clear again. Parker at the blue line, skates it in. Parker trying to make something happen, takes a shot, sticked aside by the goalie. They rim this one around, but Nate hits it with a skate up to Remy. Remy behind the net, backhands one, leaves it for Nate. They kick it around behind the net, and Cottonmouths are going to try to clear this one, but Parker's there. Parker takes a booming shot and snatched by the goalie. .7:44 left to play, 21 seconds left on the power play for the Bulls. Jack's line's coming in now. He's got Caleb and Ethan with him. Snakes win this one. It's Jack. Jack to Ethan. And they can't keep a handle on it. Now they're on the rush. Go for the cross pass, but Ethan Buck was right there harassing him. Now Jack's going to clear the zone. Jack's going to catch up to his own pass. Jack can't keep a handle on it, and Columbus clears their penalty on the rush again. They take a shot. Back down by Graham Stephen. Big Ben's going to send it around looking for Jack. Jack's looking it into his stick. Jack's got it now on the rush. Gets lost in the defender's skate. Jack loses his feet as they all collide. They're going to call the Cottonmouths for another trip. They get Caleb. Cottonmouths go right back on the penalty kill. Let's see if your Bulls can take advantage this time. That was number 8. .654 left to play. Jack's line still out. Cottonmouths win this one back to their defense. They're going to throw this one all the way out and down the ice, and that's going to be an icing. And checking in for the Bulls will be Keegan, Sasha, and Gus. We still got Cole Major and Cody back on defense. Keegan wins this one. Sasha puts a shot on net, and Sasha Dedew ties the game up. Keegan to Sasha, and Sasha with the power play goal. The two of them high five, and so it's tied up now with 6:37 left to play. Both teams will be at full strength now. They were trying to get the penalty cleared off the scoreboard. Bulls win it forward, but the defense picks it up. Gus there with the pressure now. Batted down by Keegan. Keegan in the zone, making moves. Keegan goes around one, takes a shot. It's still live. Recovered by the Columbus team. On the rush now. Defense dropping back. Gus with the back check. Slows them down. They collide with their own players, and Keegan picks it up. Keegan's got Gus with him. In the zone now. Keegan takes a shot, and that's in! Keegan puts the Bulls on top. 6-5. Remy's line comes out. Nathan Will with him. We got Fisher and Colton back on defense. Bulls win this one back to Fisher. Fisher tries to backhand it up for Nate. Nothing doing. Recovered by Will now. Will's on the rush. He's got Nate with him. Will's in. Will takes a shot. It's still loose. Recovered by Nate. Nate cleans up the loose change. And Nate Key puts another one on the board for the Bulls. What tremendous effort here in the third to pull out of a deficit and get on top by 2. Can't take the foot off the gas, though, as... All right, Columbus calls a timeout. So we'll take a quick break as everybody gets a word of advice from the coaches, and we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Bulls got some pep back in their step here. Remy Uptain out for the face-off with Nate and Will. Fisher and Colton back on defense. Remy wins this one over to Will, but it goes behind Will. Remy has to come in, gets laid out. No calls. Nate tries to steal this one as they go for the blue line. No good shots available as the defense pinches in that low slot. Gets picked up now by Fisher. Fisher up to Will. Will's on the rush. Will going wide, but then cuts through to the center. Hits the defender. Will has it on his stick now. Takes a shot. Kicked aside by the goalie. Remy comes in, backhands it around. Now he goes to center one for Will, but it's intercepted by the defense. Back to Fisher. Fisher goes to Remy. Remy's got to chase this one down. Misses. Now he sends it in the zone, but the Cottonmouths are right there waiting for it. They skate through center ice and send this one wide. Fisher's going to have to turn the jets on to get there. They toe drag around him, take a shot, can't clean up the loose change, and Will Federley's on the rush now. Will skating. They're not challenging him, so he's going to keep going. Will goes around one in the zone. Will goes around two, takes a shot, kicked aside by the goalie. Nice stop, goalie. Jack came on the ice and challenged, recovered this one. Will sent a pass in for Jack, but it was just off the end of his stick. Jack battling on the near side boards. Columbus comes away with it. Picked up by Colton. He goes wide on the far side looking for Jack. Jack can't quite get there though. Back to Parker Allen on defense. Parker goes to the near side boards looking for Jack. It's in the zone now, but Columbus recovers it. Trying to clear this one out. They're playing deep in the neutral zone. Nate Key, they're going to get Nate Key for the shoulder. Yeah. So Nate's going back in the box. That was a roughing. So, minute 30 on the PK. 3 minutes, 51 seconds left to play. Bulls did not need to be in this position, but here we are. Jack wins it forward, but recovered by Columbus. Right in the low slot. Caleb rolls this one out for Jack. Jack clears the zone. Columbus has got to come check up. They send it back in now. Parker Allen trying to clear. Passes it up for Caleb. Caleb battling. Parker steps up to challenge at the blue line. They clear past Bay, but Caleb Doro on the back check sends this one back up towards the blue line. They take a shot, kicked aside by Graham, and he dives on it to freeze that one. Great defensive play there by the Bulls. Minute, 2 seconds left on the penalty kill. Bulls still up 5-7 with 3:22 left to play. Keegan's in now. Keegan wins it forward, blows right past the defender, gets tripped. And that's going to be a penalty on them. So that's number 8 going back in the box for the Snakes. Keegan, Ethan, Big Ben, and Lucas Colmajor out on defense. Minute to go on the PK for the Bulls. It's 4-on-4 hockey. We sometimes do really well at this. We'll see what happens. Keegan wins the face-off, but it's sticked by a defender and gets up to the blue line. Ethan comes to help out, keeping it in the zone, but can't quite stay there. Colmajor has it on his stick, skates wide, backhands it up for Keegan. They're going to retreat behind their own net, pursued by Keegan. Keegan's right there with the forecheck and cannot steal it, though he was trying. Ethan Buck now has it, centers it for Keegan. Keegan drags wide. Keegan takes a shoulder. Ethan Buck trying to run this one down. They take a shot. No good. Wide. Take another shot. This one hit Ethan's skates. Circling behind the net. They go for the wraparound, but Bulls read it all the way, and Graham jumped on that. Huge stop by Graham. Steven. 10 seconds left on the penalty for Nate Key. We'll be on a power play for approximately 30 seconds once this penalty clears. Coming in for the Bulls, we've got Sasha going to take the face-off. He's got Gus, Fisher, and Cole Major with him. Snakes win this one back to their defense. They take a shot from the blue line. It's stopped by Fisher. He sticks it aside for Cole Major. Cole Major flips this one forward, and it clears the zone. They send it back into Bulls territory as we go on the power play now. Fisher has it. Nobody's challenging. Fisher sends it over for Remy. Remy's going to just throw it deep in territory. Sasha in pursuit. They send this one up to their guy in the neutral zone, but Remy picks it up and throws it back into Columbus territory. Minute 50 left to play and counting. The penalty's over now. Gus with the steal sends it over to Cole Major. Cole Major trying to battle on the near side boards, but they pick it from him. Fisher's got to get back quickly. Gus on the back check to help him out. Fisher with the stop. Another shot swallowed up by Graham Stevens. Huge save there with a minute 28 left to play. Keeping the Bulls in the lead. What an exciting game this one's been. Shot for shot, each team's got 23 shots on goal according to the scorekeepers. Out for the Bulls, the hustle line. Jack with the faceoff gets it to Caleb. Caleb runs right into the defender though. Now it's picked up by Pennington. He flips it forward for Caleb. Recovered by Columbus. The defense did a good job putting a stick on that and disrupting the play. Now Will has it on his stick. Will's got Jack with him. Will gets in the zone, goes wide. Takes a shot and Will Federley! Will Federley with the score. Bulls go up 8-5 with a minute and 5 seconds left. What an exclamation point to put on this game. Keegan's line checks in now. Keegan pushes forward, tries to make a pass over to Sasha, but it's intercepted by the defense. Snakes in the zone. They're going to wind up and try to pass, but intercepted by Jude. He flips it up for Gus. Gus will have it if he can take a couple of extra steps, but loses his feet, and it's recovered by Columbus. They retreat behind their own net. On the rush now. Jude's back, loses his feet. Colton pushes his man wide. They take a bad angle shot, kicked aside by Graham. Colton up to Keegan. Keegan's now got it. Keegan hit the outlet pass for Sasha. Sasha's in the zone. Blows past the defender. Sasha backhands one for, they said it was offsides. Okay. Sasha's mad. I agree. I don't see that was offsides, but okay. It wasn't on the line, but whatever. – 20 seconds left on this one. Jack for the faceoff. Columbus wins it forward, but it's intercepted by Ethan. Scrum right there at the blue line. Jack comes away with it, takes a shot, kicked aside by the goalie. Scrum in the zone, 3 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Your Bulls are going to skate away with an 8-5 victory over Columbus as they swarm their goalie and congratulate a job well done. Everybody on the ice putting forth a ton of effort to win that game. Really, really great job. So that's going to do it for us for this one. We will be back at... It'd be nice if I had this stuff queued up for you. Stand by. I'm trying to get the times pulled up.
Oh, yeah, I know.
10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. We'll be back. Thanks for watching, guys. Go Bulls.